Welcome to Prep to Sell, where real estate meets real food. We're back for a two-part series where we're making buffalo chicken dip and homemade paleo mayonnaise. I'm joined with my team. Today we have a two-part special because we all couldn't fit. It's teamwork makes the dream work. We're gonna have part one where we're gonna make homemade paleo mayonnaise.
Yum.
And then we're gonna use the mayonnaise to make buffalo chicken dip. So we are gonna make some paleo mayonnaise today. Why buy when you can make, you know? Okay, the most important part of paleo mayonnaise is you have to get light tasting olive oil, light tasting, and your egg needs to be room temperature.
Oh,
okay. Because if you don't have room temperature egg, you'll have texture issues. So all you have to do, I pre-measured this, all you have to do is dump, we'll let Jessica dump everything into the jar. So Morgan is the buyer's agent on our team. We're just gonna put the immersion blender. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can do this in a regular blender. You just have to slowly add the olive oil as everything is mixing. So, and the key to this is having a wide mouth jar. Okay, so you put this all the way at the bottom and you don't lift it up.
Okay. Don't lift it up.
Yep, so you just hold it on high right there. All right, Morgan, you're gonna package our mayonnaise. We can store this in the refrigerator, whatever. So tell us why you chose Remax Connect.
I chose Remax Connect because it was a family feel, and Carlyn actually was my first person I spoke to when I got into real estate. She told me go interview with 3 other agencies.
Yep.
The 3 other agencies I interviewed with were terrible.
It was a trick.
They did not act like they were gonna help me one bit, and Carlyn was willing to hire me as her buyer's agent and teach me everything as I went. And thank you to her, I have actually gone up against these other agents and these other brokerages I interviewed with, and I know more than they do.
It's like, you know, if you're trying to convince someone to buy like a Mercedes, you're like, just go drive this.
Go drive a Prius.
90-year-old car and tell me if you like it or not. Now that we have our mayonnaise ready, we are going to add it to our buffalo chicken dip. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we're back for part 2. Take our homemade paleo mayonnaise and we're going to mix it with some other cool ingredients and make everyone on our team's favorite paleo buffalo chicken dip. So buffalo chicken dip is fan favorite amongst everyone on our team. So we're gonna go with time on team story first, since Heather is the most senior member of our team. Could you please tell us a story in real estate that made you laugh or made you cry? And I'm gonna have them dump some of the ingredients in while we're doing all this.
So just very early on in working with Carlyn, we trauma bonded over a situation where we had to go to a house that was infested with fleas, and so Carlyn had a meeting that she had to go to right after this, and one of our offices was right around the corner, so we went down there and Carlyn took her pants off and handed them to me outside of the door so I could shake them off of Ward Boulevard, you know. So I don't know if that was a cry or a laugh, or I'm not really sure, but good times.
Just
Welcome to real estate.
Let the record show. How long have we been working together when that happened?
I don't even think it was a week, honestly. I mean,
and you're still here all those years later. I was like, okay, listen, you're gonna stand outside and I'm gonna hand you my pants and you're gonna shake all the fleas off my pants and then hand me the pants back and I'm gonna go into this.
I immediately went home and took a shower.
Wow.
It's good times.
Okay. Kaylee, tell me a story that made you laugh or made you cry while working in real estate.
Well, I've worked for Carlyn since I was 16, and probably a couple months in, we were throwing a party for one of her good friends at another one of her good friends' stores, and I was only 16, but I guess the lady who owned the store did not know that, and she offered me alcohol. She was like, "Want some wine?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." I was like,
and her mom was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Okay." So she didn't drink it. She didn't drink. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna mix all these ingredients in the bowl, and then the secret to a good consistency, ta-da, is you put your coconut milk in the freezer. This is where all those preservatives and all those weird things that they put in real Duke's whatever mayonnaise, they try to compete in the buffalo chicken dip. But you just skim the top of the can of coconut milk and it's like a thick cream. And that's what gives you the good dippy consistency in the buffalo chicken dip. Casey you're going to talk about why you chose Remax Connect.
Well, I was looking for a career change, and I have always been in the business of serving others, and so I wanted to find something that would allow me to continue to do that.
Yeah.
And so when I interviewed with Carlyn, I just knew it was the right place for me, and so here I am a year later.
I know, and that's exciting. One of your main criteria for job was that you didn't want to be bored.
Yes, I'm not bored, ever. Ever.
Right.
Even when she wishes she was.
Okay, so we're just gonna stir all these ingredients, and then the last thing we're gonna add is we have been sauteing some onions, about 3/4 of a cup probably, with ghee on the stove. And Adam, right? Sorry, I'm trying to take a step back. Once you stir all the ingredients together, you're just gonna put it in a pan and cook it in the oven at 400 degrees. All right, Casey, I'll let you do the honors of the scrapey scrape. And we love this because this is super easy to meal prep, and you can heat it up all week long, and it's high protein, filling, and it's fun because it's a dip.
Heather, how often do you eat this buffalo chicken dip?
Weekly.
It's not a joke.
A lot. She eats it a lot. Yeah.
And she shares, so that's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah. So, but it's one of our favorites. And this is like what I take to parties, and and then I like to trick people after they tell me it's good buffalo chicken dip and tell them there's not really any dairy in it, and most of their other buffalo chicken dips have dairy in it, Okay. Cheers to the buffalo chicken dip. Cheers.
Cheers.
I know, so fun, right?
Very good.
No dairy.